Greetings. Most importantly, blessings. Yes, sir. Bless my heart, bless my soul. Left it to the world, they're surely turning cold. Bless my heart, bless my soul. Give me the strength to continue on this road. Bless my heart and bless my soul. Left it to the world, they're surely turning cold. Bless my heart and bless my soul. Give me the strength to continue on this road. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's another great Sunday, 7 o'clock. So you know we gotta be 82 and on live. I got a very special guest today, man. It's my guy. I got a lot of respect for what he do in the world. I got a lot of respect for him as a man. I met him at Ford City Church. I was introduced to him by another one of my partners, and when he explained to me what he did, I was like, yeah, you one of them kind of guys. Like we don't really have a whole lot of guys that really dedicate their energy and their life to just like really helping the youth. Take a whole lot of love, take a whole lot of sacrifice, take a whole lot of desire, and to take God, good God. So I'm gonna talk a little bit, bring bro on, but Jamal Stroud, big homie, little homie program. I see them do a whole lot of dope stuff. They're really mentoring kids. They bring good men in the kids' life. They take them to place. They show them etiquette. They reward them for good grades. They just really show them love. And this episode is about love and how love conquers all. So with no further ado, the man, the myth, the legend. I call him a goat. Bad. Like when I see him, that's what I say to him. Bad. That's how we talk because I know a goat when I see one. Jamal Stroud.
Hey G, what's good, baby? How you doing, man?
Cooler, man. Cooler, man. Just another good day, man. Glad to have you on, brother.
Man, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for sharing your platform with me, man.
Oh, man, nah. Thank you for sharing your energy and your love with the world. It's more important. The platform is just to show to the world that there's people like you out here that really do exist and really do great things.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it, man. Nothing but love for you.
For sure, for sure. So let's go ahead and get into them. Kind of, I know you a little bit, but kind of give the world that may not have had experience to meet you, just give them a understanding of the Big Home Loan program and just about who Jamal is.
Man, world, appreciate you tuning in, man. If you're catching this on the replay or you tuning in live with us, my name is Jamal Stroud. Honestly, man, I'm just a humble servant, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We do so many great things in this world, but at the end of the day, man, I'm just here because of calling. God gave me a second chance at life. Many a times, man, I wasn't even supposed to be here, man, just for my own doing, my own not listening to God and all those type of things, man. But I just appreciate God just giving me the second chance. I'm the founder and director of Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring, and we work with our young boys, ages 6 to 17. Majority of the kids that we work with are in fatherless homes, so just basically just trying to step up and show them what it feels like to be a man, what it feels like to be around a man, but also being positive as well too. I didn't have that growing up. Didn't have the mom figure, didn't have the father figure. So I just always prayed to God, like, God, if you give me a chance at life, man, I just want to make sure I can give back. And also we tie that back into the kingdom as well too. So it's easy, man. Easy work, man. We doing what we gotta do, man.
That's real, bro. I love that. Let's tap in that. You said something that was interesting. You said that you didn't grow up with the mom father type dynamic. Let's kind of get into that and kind of explain how that journey, the way you said you had God, explain how that led you to God.
Yeah, man.
Come on back, bro. We're gonna a little technical difficulty, but we're here. So things happen. God ordained things happen. But I'll be back in a second. But I did grow up without my father for a little while. And my mother was there. You heard the last podcast. And so that did kind of for most black men, for most black people, it'll put you in a space of having to find some kind of leadership, some kind of guy. For me, it put me in a dark place, and I felt like I was alone. I felt like there was nobody there, and there was times where I was literally walking down dark roads late at night, and I found myself searching for some kind of safety, some kind of protection, some kind of something.
And that led me to pray. I didn't know much about praying, but I just had something to let me know that there was a God or something out there. And so I always prayed for safety, and just something to keep guiding me through that. And with that, it was tough. And he's back.
Man, my fault, man. I'm trying to get on my laptop. Of course, when we got good business to do, of course it don't want to work. So I'm on my phone. So my bad.
Hey,
I was just
tell him he can't get in the way of this one. We're gonna do this one way
there,
or another.
there we go. I was just saying that grew up in foster care. Had didn't have my mom, didn't have my dad. I met my mom last year, man.
We're gonna give yeah, I would. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, thanks. My fault, man. This is everybody trying to blow my phone up. But like I was saying, I'm gonna keep it real brief on that one. Grew up in foster care. My mom never met my mom until I was last year. I met with my mom for the first time. Of course, she was fighting her demons all year round. So she passed as well. So I was able to have that close that chapter because I was holding on to that hatred, holding on to that pain, and still I'm 35 years old. Never met my dad a day in my life.
Mm.
So just holding on to that, man. Like, am I doing enough? All I want a parent to do is say, Jamal, I'm proud of you. Never got that chance, never got that opportunity. But with my young men, with my two sons, I'm trying to be there every day as much as possible, man.
Man, that's strong and powerful, bro. Like to say that you gone this far and just met your mom, not knowing your dad still. Me seeing you in the world, bro, I would have never have thought that. And not to judge anyone, of course, right? But your energy gives off someone who was loved well.
Mm,
But also, I understand for me, not growing up, my parents, not in the same dynamic as yours, but it did make me want to love my child more. But with
mm.
you, it's not just your children, bro. Like there's, like I saw a video yesterday of like day before yesterday, of like 40 kids lined up in Charlotte with the green tires on and all, bro. That was fire, bro. Like y'all loving on that many people when you didn't come from a place of love in the origin, but you found it. Like, bro, that is dope. All this stuff, and that really kind of signifies that love really conquers all. Because 35 years that you, I mean, I know it's something you carried, but you were still able to say, regardless of how I came up, what I started with, I'm gonna give out love, man.
Mm, absolutely, man. And like I said, man, it's all a testament to God, man. Because I was in a hard place, dark place, many a times, holding on to that pain, but I couldn't grow if I'm holding on to that hurt. I couldn't grow if I'm holding on to that pain or just not loving nobody, not even loving myself. So, like you said, man, love conquers all, man. I had to give it to God, like, hey, you handle this, and let me continue to do the work. So that was kind of how that was.
Cool. So how did you get started in the like the program? How did you get that going?
Yeah, I started, man. Like I said, my calling all life, man. Like when I was going to church, I was doing the vacation Bible schools and all that, and I was always working with the students and stuff. So that was there. But fast forward to 2018, I had a summer program, and we had about 50 kids. In the summertime, having a lot of fun, and I asked one question, simple, like, "Hey, who has a father figure in their home?" Because I always noticed that it was aunties picking them up, sisters picking them up, mamas picking them up, grandmas picking them up, but it was no males picking nobody up. So I asked them, and there was only two kids in that whole thing. Said, "Man, I got a dad at the house." Blah blah blah. And from that day on, I'm like, man, I need to do something. And I know I couldn't sustain a summer program all year round and stuff because I got to pay the rent, I got to do this, I got to do that. So God allowed me to, start mentoring, and then I started with two kids, and we started evolving and evolving and evolving throughout time, man. So which is love.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. So I was looking at a few things online. I hate that I missed one of your events. You were a keynote speaker recently, and I thought that was pretty cool that you had that going on. But if you would kind of give us a brief on that event and how you got to that place to have that conversation with the world from at being a keynote speaker.
Man, just hard work, and honestly, it's really not hard work. It's really God's timing, because many a
Mm,
times we want to be faster than what we're supposed to do, Like, oh, you see somebody on social media, like, man, I should be doing that. Or somebody doing a podcast, like, I should be doing that. But many a times, like, I was too early for my blessing, like trying to be somebody that I'm not. So I had to kind of go through the season of, okay, let me chill, let me continue to put the work in, let me do what I need to do. And if God say yeah, let me go ahead and rock with it. But if he say no, don't do it. But there's many a times, people say, hey, this is you. But I had to learn, like, I gotta go on God time for real. If I really want this thing to move and elevate and grow and do all these type of things, that's kind of what I would needed to do. Because last year, many a times I'm just taking events because people sending them my way, and I'm saying yes, 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 but it's like I was moving in a circle. I ain't going nowhere. So I had to just learn, like, hey, God's timing, he do what he got to do, but always put him first.
That's real. That's real. So let's talk about like with the growth and progression. There has to be some spots where, of course, like we give all the glory to God, but we know there's some times where there's four prints and it's two prints.
Mm,
Let's talk about some of them two print times.
mm. Whew. Man, that's heavy, man. When we talk about the four prints in the sand, that remind me of the G Unit song. I'm going back, man. That 50, he talking about footsteps in the sand. Many a times when we trying to do it by ourselves, like, oh, I got this. I'm gonna put this on my back. I'm gonna put the team on my back. But somebody told me one day that you don't get no extra cool points for struggling by yourself. You don't get none struggling by yourself. No matter what you say, like, I got it out the mud, blah, 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 blah. That don't mean nothing at all. So once I learned how to make sure I'm tapping into God, like, hey, I need help. Also tapping into my team, like, I can't do this by myself. Tapping in community. We on this call right now. This is community. We building each other. So when we got platforms, we want to make sure that we bring people along, do what we got to do. You can't make it by yourself out here, man. So like I said, just making sure I'm tapping in to those trusted individuals or those people that God has allowed me to be in my life right now.
All right, let's take a moment to shout out some of the team that you do work with. I know one of the guys, he has a personal relationship with my son with the video thing at the school. But let's talk about your team. I know we didn't have them all on here, but at least let's give them a little moment to kind of get some energy too.
Man, the whole big homie, little homie team, man, from AP to Ted to Ty, Tremaine, the list goes on and on. We got a whole bunch of guys that's really about it. But the thing is, we can name guys, name guys, name guys, but it's all about the purpose. It's all about what they heart looking like. It's all about that. So, like I said, all the guys that we got on the squad, man, they may be here for a moment, they may be here for a lifetime. But during that time, they purpose is, hey, it ain't about me getting the light. It ain't about them getting the light. It's about pouring back into them kids. Because those kids is gonna be the future fathers. They're gonna be the future husbands, the future podcasters. Whatever they want to do, man, we just, thank you for God for allowing us to be in a time right now. So that's kind of what it was really about.
Nice, 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 nice. So with that, like with the people who are watching, if they wanted to be involved in any kind of way, like do they reach out to you directly? They go to a website. How does that work?
Man, we in this social media world, man. So all they have to do is go on Facebook, Instagram, wherever they at on social media. Type in big homie, little homie mentoring, and then we gonna pop up. And all they gotta do is shoot us an inbox. We understand some people got the time; they want to volunteer, and then we take those as well. Some people got the talents; they may got a skill, want to teach a kid how to change a tire, how to tie a tie, how to do some plumbing. We got that as well too. But also we got those individuals that got the treasure that they want to say, Jamal, I don't want, I'm not good with kids, but I got $100. Go take the kids to get some pizza. Those small things can go a long way. So like I said, we got room for everybody. Time, talents, and treasure, man.
Yeah, and I gotta say, bro, you definitely tapped in because I helped unload that truck that came Christmas.
Oh, whew,
Well,
man, what you talking about?
listen, bro, that solidified bad goat activity to me. Like for real, bro. Like I had no problem unloading that whole because but when you pulled up, I'm like, oh, wait. All of that? And he's like, yeah, I got another load. Another load? Bro, like but so that to me, like that shows like one that people see your heart and your effort and what you really do. Like I've been a lot of places, and people will donate, they'll help, but that kind of love, like I don't know the whole dynamics of it, but just to be able to do that, That shows like really, really what you're doing out in the world.
Man, it's wild because I love Christmas. That's my thing. I remember one Christmas. This had to be like 2004. I'm a big NBA fan, and I wanted NBA Live 2003, and it was already old. It was used. It was $15, and I remember like the person I was staying with didn't have it, and I was so distraught. I'm like, man, I really want this game so bad. I scrunched up like $2 in pennies and coins and stuff, but still couldn't get it. So I know how it is when kids don't have it, or parents really want to get something for their child, but they just don't got it. It's either paying the light bill or getting a gift. So that's really tough. So like I said, we was being able to bless the community, and it was just a beautiful time for kids to come out, get as many toys as they want, parents get as many stuff as they want, no questions asked. Come through and get it, man. But like I said, just the love of the community, love of Forward City Church, all of those type of things, man. It's the ecosystem of continuing to let people know, like, hey, man, God is real. Even though you may not have a relationship with him, but you at this church, you at this right time, at this right location to get all of these blessings. So, man, it's just a beautiful moment just to sit back. And during that time, man, I sit back in that corner, I was just watching. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man, in a positive way.
Yes, but very, very, very crazy. That the day when we did that toy drive and they all pulled up, man, I loved it because I saw so many people from my community come in there and just being able to be blessed by that. I was in a great space that day, just period. But you said something in that answer that I want to kind of pivot to. You said your relationship with God. And I know
Mhm.
you said that growing up the way you did, it kind of helped, but let's talk about when you really first established your relationship with God.
Man, I'm gonna be all the way real with you, man. Like I've been going to church multiple years, been at many church services, many, you name it, baptisms, all of those type of things. But honestly, I had to really take my walk with Christ serious. I want to say 3 years ago, I had to really take it serious. Because it's one thing to play church or like come to church, like, oh yeah, I did this, and doing everything else during the week. But when I got to the city, I say the city, but I say Forward City. When I got there, got under some good leadership there, and it was just really dope for me to really start taking my walk with Christ and just being around other Christian males, because it's really hard to be around them because you may not grown up with them or you may not see them in the church or anything. But at Forward City, man, they had a strong male team from the male, Bible studies and this and that, and just all the other great things that they have at the church for the males. So that was just a great way for me to kind of really tap in and say, hey, I want to be better. I want to try a little bit more. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better mentor. So basically, the all that boils down to is Christ in the middle. So I'm like, I gotta really tap in, because if I could tap into all the new songs, all the new video games, all the new drip, I could go ahead and take a little extra forward step to really get into my Bible game.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to all the men leadership at Ford City. There's definitely some real great men in there. I definitely like to interact with them and get a lot of jewels and tips from them just on life and of course walking with God. Period. That's a beautiful thing. So let me ask you this: like, with working with the kids, like I know you want to see them just have a good life and everything, but like when you work with them, like in those moments, like
Mm.
what is that like? Tell us about that feeling, because I know just sometimes for me, just walking through the lobby and dapping and hugging, having conversations with random people, it almost charges me up just to keep doing. Like literally the day I'm walking through the lobby and I hadn't got so charged up, I done started frolicking and skipping. I had to catch myself. Whoa. So just kind of tell about how that works with you back in Kid City, because it's like 45 million kids back there every Sunday.
Man, it's electric back there. But the cool thing is, like, kids pick up like your energy. Like if you come in there like, oh, I don't want to be here today, they gonna do the same thing. So I'm like, man, this is a beautiful time for real men, real people to kind of really pour into these kids. Let them see that you could praise, ain't nothing wrong with it. Let them see that you could read the Bible, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because out there in the street, they're gonna give them all that fake love and they think it's all good, but what we got to do it at the kingdom as well too. So just coming back there with Kid City is just so dope that I'm able to, and I say but the whole entire team is able to pour into these kids and be like, hey, this is the part of the Christian walk. We being able to kind of plant that seed, water the seed, give sunlight to the seed, all those type of things. So it's just beautiful to be a part of their journey. And I never take it for granted. Every time I put my Kid City badge on, never take it for granted because, like I said, God is allowing us to pour back into these kids, and we just a vessel to continue to pour back into them.
That's real. That's real. So, is there like a moment with like either at Kid City or with the Big Homie Homie program to where like it just really hit your heart? Like, man, this child reacted to me this way or said this that really just kind of gave me one of those ooh type moments.
Man, I must say it's many ones. I'm gonna give you both. One from like the mentoring program. Several weeks ago, we had a program kind of talking to our kids, and then we had one kid, uh, 7 years old, and he dealing with some heavy issues at 7. Pop's not there. He putting his hands on his mama, and he only 7, and it's real,
Right.
and he's seen Pops do it, so it's like, okay, I could do that too. And now Pops is gone, so he taking his frustration out on Moms. So it's like, it's like, how can I get in that, how can I talk to him about that? But just having that real heart to heart, both of us crying like, man, what can we do? What can we make this work? And I know we not trying to replace nobody's dad or anything, but just letting these kids know, like, you don't have to do life by yourself. You don't have to. The world will love to say, oh, you could do it on your own. You self-made, this and that and that. Nah, that's a setup. That's a failure. You know? So just trying to, work with these kids. But we also tell these kids that nobody's perfect, and we not asking you to be perfect at all. Many a times people think, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. No, we just want you to try just a little bit. The word try is only 3 letters, but that's a big word, super duper big word, because all we got to do is put that effort towards trying to do better, trying to read better, trying to lead better, trying to be better in school, all of these type of things there. But when we talk about Kid City, man, we have so much great times back there, and it's like you said, it's waves of kids from the 9 o'clock to the 11 o'clock and everything in between. But just the simple fact of kids learning like the scriptures of the month, and they come back next month and still know it. I'm like, dang, they on top of this thing. Or they see you in the hallway when I'm not even working. They be like, Mr. Jamal, I know the scripture. And I done forgot the scripture because I'm not on that day. And they run it down to him. I'm like, oh man, I gotta step my game up. So just seeing that, is really working, and these kids is picking up these things because we just giving them more ammunition against the devil when they go back to school, or they go back to the playground, they go back to home where they might face these certain people that may try to throw them off their game, like, oh, you go to church, that's lame. But we giving them the ammunition, or we giving them the weapons so they can kind of continue to fight that battle to say, hey, I'm comfortable in my skin, I know who my God is, Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
So that's just a dope time there, man.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Y'all arming with good old God, man. Can't go wrong with that at all. Let
Yep.
me ask this though. With interacting with the kids, you're a mentor to them. Well, let's talk about the times where they've taught you something about life or yourself.
Whew. Man, man, that's a whole list right there. When I'm working with kids and the team working with kids, we can learn from anything. We can learn from a feather. We can learn from the fan. Remember, I text you this morning like, "Hey, you got a fan?"
Right.
Man, the fan taught us a whole word today. Prime example, we in Kid City today. We talked about the winds of revival, and then
Mhm.
we put some feathers in the air, let the wind blow, and then the kid was like, "Oh, it didn't go north, south, east, west. God could take you anywhere when we giving this wind, when we giving that, when He giving us the blessings." So that's the whole thing. Because when we talk about a blessing, oh God, I want to be a millionaire. It's not gonna be a straight path. He may give you a straight path, but He may take you on a detour because you may need to do something. You may need to learn something. You may need to pick something up on the way. You may need to get tire change during that time. So the fact that that young kid was like, man, the feather went the other way, but we still got it. We still got the blessing. So that was a smooth time for me just to learn, like, man, God's timing is always amazing.
Well, listen, that guy's time. I got a song where I say that, man. I'll be where I need to be if I'm on Jesus' timing. Well,
Mm,
you can't miss it. Wherever you're supposed to
facts.
be, wherever you need to be, he gonna get you there. It might seem crazy, might seem dark, But when you get there, you can be like, man, this was the only time and the only way I could have got right here. And that's beautiful, man.
Big
Um,
facts. Yep.
so with it, like for me, when I see you back there, part of me like really resonates with it as just being a father. I
Mm,
spoke to somebody once and they were telling me like, yeah, and I think we had a conversation when I found out what you did. I was like, man, somebody reached out to my son about being in that program. And for me as a father, being active in my father, I'm like, man, my son don't really need no big homie. He got a big homie right here. But I
right.
will say that I saw the videos this weekend. I'm like, wait, my son needs more big homies than me. Like, and you kind of go back to what you were saying, like you can't do it by yourself. You can't get it out the mud. So with the program, that is a difficulty for y'all, I imagine. But tell
Right.
me how y'all kind of you like that obstacle, how y'all get around it and able to still do what you do.
Right, right. We always tell our parents like we not trying to replace no father, we not trying to replace no figure. We just added extra support. So we had a few fathers, during our mentoring time to say, "Man, I'm here for my son. I don't want my son in this program." I'm like, "Yo, bro, we on the same team. I want him to succeed just as bad as you." And when we work with kids, sometimes you could say something to my son right now, and I could tell him the same thing. He won't even listen to what I got to say. But the simple fact that it came from Mr. G, oh, well, let me tighten up. Let me do this. Let me do that. And like I said, it's all about who's on the team, man. And like I said, we just trying to continue to pour into our young men to let them know, like, man, we here together. And like I said, even with my two sons, my sons is in the program. I'm like, man, Mr. Todd, talk to my son real quick, man. He had a rough day today. And sometimes kids, our voices may get dull to our sons because they hear it all the time, trying to correct them. But a fresh voice or a fresh perspective can kind of get them on the same trajectory that we still need. So, like I said, man, we talking about mentoring, we talking about parenting. Parenting got to be a team sport, man. Can't do it by yourself because sometimes we could be in a bad place, but we still trying to push through. But that bad stuff is creeping up onto our kids. So we just got to make sure that we got those other extra added supports to say, hey, let's do this thing together, man. G working his butt off, man, but I'm gonna be here for his son. I'm gonna pull up. We all on the same team, man. We're gonna continue to get this king to the next level, man.
That's real, man. I'm looking for it now, but I'm gonna make sure I get it to you. When I see him in that jersey earlier, that Ty Gurley jersey, man, I got this cool. I'm a diehard 49er fan, but I got this cool Ty Gurley card I picked out of a play. And I mean, it's sit around, but I like to give it to him. And, that'd be his, even if he hadn't started collecting cards, maybe
There
that'd be
we go.
so to collect cards. Because, man, I got into it, and man, sometimes it get addictive as an adult. Like, I learned now how the card game is now is way different. But just seeing him earlier today with you was like, look at that. He walking around with a baby goat. He don't even know it.
And man, them cars is real because when I back in the day, back in New York, they used to have them like you go to the corner store, they have them on the plexiglass. Like, man, I got to get that pack. I got to get that pack. And then the 99-cent store got them for $1. And I remember I hit them up hard. I said like $5. Man, got so much cars, I just packed them away. I'm like, you never know. They may be worth something one day.
Man, listen, I promise, man, I ain't gonna do too much, but I collect them, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be
Okay, there we
bad,
go.
like
Talk your talk, man.
yeah, like bad, bro. I'm talking about I got, but with that, one of the coolest moments I had, and I love his energy. Debo Samuel's his first year at the Niners. After that first year, he had a football camp, and I went up there and met him and got him signed like autograph. Had that 49er hat that I wear. It used to be, but I done rubbed it off wearing it so much, man. But yeah, but with that, but like let's talk about this. What events do y'all have coming up for the youth?
Phew, man, I know next week, man, we keep the schedule packed. Next week we got like 5 different events. We started this thing called the movie club, so we kind of going through all the classic movies. We did The Wood last week. We did Love and Basketball. We did so many things. There's so many good nuggets in that
Mhm.
sometimes as parents or even in school, our kids may not get it. But when they run up across these things, they don't know how to, handle it. Peer pressure, relationships, communication, commitment. we did one on Drumline, and then Drumline dealt with the father situation.
Mm.
So we dived into so many of those things. I know we got a movie club coming up. We doing Coach Carter.
Oh,
That's gonna be on Saturday. So that's so many nuggets in there that we could just dive into. I know after that, I know we got a book club. We reading books. Showing our kids that books could take us anywhere. No matter where we go in life, we got to learn how to read.
yeah,
Read a sign, read a map, read a text message, read a contract. We
that's
got
right.
to, kind of get that as well too. So like I said, we got so many different things coming down the pipeline. I know every summer we take our kids on an out-of-state trip to
Mm.
let them know that the world is much bigger than their neighborhood, their hood, their school district, their corner, their block, whatever it's gonna be. So we taking 19 kids to Orlando, Florida, and we're gonna take over, do what we got to do from there. So that's gonna be dope. God's willing, next year we going to California, man. So
Nice.
we trying to, expand the mind. Like, hey, you could do anything you want. You could be anything you want. You just gotta stay consistent to it, man. Got to do what you got to do.
Man,
Um,
that's a real
yeah,
aspect, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the seeing the world outside of where you grow is so important. I grew up Faro, Beltline, that area,
right,
right? And but at the same time, I moved to Myrtle Beach and back and forth. So I saw different things. I saw the different lifestyles. Those friends I had down there whose parents were more well off than when I was back home in Columbia.
right,
But I remember it was a day I was sitting with my partner. We in the trap, and he was telling us, he's like, man, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all life is so much better than mine. Like, regardless of how much money I make, my life is set between Two Notch and Fell Road.
mm,
Can't really go outside of there. My
mm,
life depends on me being in this space. If I go to Texas, I got to start all the way over from the bottom.
mm,
Man, if he only knew that really, if he got outside of those roads, life was so much bigger and he could do way more. But so
right,
y'all doing that is very, very impactful because there's some people. I mean, we're having this conversation with him. We were in our 20s, almost 30s. That had been 30.
mm,
And he's still not seeing that really, but there's nothing holding you. It's like a thing I saw with ants. They say if ants walk around, if you can draw a line around an ant, just a line, it won't be a wall or anything, and it'll go back and forth in a circle because it sees this line and never actually tries to go over that line. So
mm.
y'all are really erasing lines for people. That is so dope, bro. That is
Man,
so
that's powerful, man. I ain't even see it like that, man. Erasing the lines. That's dope.
yeah. I mean, that's what y'all doing. I tell you, that's why you go, man. You will go and I'm gonna say this, but your humbleness. I notice that every time I call you a goat, I do that. You just kind of laugh and shrug it off. You never say, and I respect that. But at the same time, like, how does that feel though, bro? Like, not just for me, but like I know as God, we're gonna give him all the glory, but we know we feel the glory of that, of being used in that way. Like, explain that feeling.
Man, the feeling, I'm just being real with you, man. I'm just grateful that he chose me, honestly. Cause like I said, I messed up so many times. I bumped my head so many times, like thinking like, oh, I can't come back from this. So the simple fact that little old me, dirty old me, he could use me. That means he could use anything, man. He could use anybody. So anybody listening to this, you think it's over, you think I don't went too far, man. God used me, man, and I'm just so grateful for it, man. So like I said, I don't take no like, okay, man, they calling me the goat. Let me take this to the head, because as soon as I take it to the head, man, everything falls. Cause I think, oh, I did it. It's me. It's me. It's me. Nah, it ain't me at all, at all. He just using me as a vessel. Like, hey, Jamal, this is the plan. Follow the plan. Let's make it do what it do. And I'm just grateful that God is using me. Because many a times, like my own pride could get in the way, my own ego could get in the way, just selfishness, all of those things could get in the way. But like I said, I keep God in the middle, so all of that other stuff can kind of like roll off. Man, it feel good, but I'm like, nah, I got to keep on going. I love Kobe Bryant. He always said, man, the job is not done. Job ain't done yet. We still got work to do. Cause right now, while we on this call, man, we got thousands of millions of kids out there that maybe in those dark spots that don't have the faith, don't have the life, don't know about the process. So just like I said, the job not done. We got some more work to do.
Yeah, I see Calvin down here. He said that's Godfidence. I like that. I like that. But I'm gonna tell you that focus when you were saying it, it reminded me as a clip. These dudes running track, and
Mm.
it's like three of them running, and the guy got maybe like 2 steps on him, and he go to try to high side and give him the piece. As soon as he try to flex on him, he fall. And
Yep.
I'm talking about he's 4 or 5 steps away from losing from winning the race, and now he on his face watching the man win. It's like it's just a reminder, like stay focused on the mission. Don't worry about the gloating. You'll be a goat later, or you'll be a goat to somebody else, but don't internalize that. So I love that about you because you really, really refuse to accept that most days. I ain't like not a refusal, but when I see you, just like go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, Keith. And I'm gonna keep doing it because to me though, I understand too that there's an energy transfer there.
Mm.
Like you won't necessarily take it because you know it goes to God, but in that same moment, it's like a pat on the back, and it's like, yeah, I'm doing something right. Yeah, yeah, this is making an effect or an impact. So to me, that type of energy just in charges. Like I remember one day I'm walking through the library, and TC he just randomly walked past and he said, "Hey man, you're doing a great job. God wants you to know you can relax."
Mm.
Little did he know, like in that moment, I'm running. Like in my mind, I'm trying to get everything done, and it broke me in the moment so beautifully that I took 2 4 more steps away from him, and I'm fighting them back because it's like I just needed to
Right.
hear that, even though I didn't know I needed to hear that. I needed
Mm.
to hear that, and like God was so good, He wouldn't let me cry 5 more steps. I seen like my cousin and my auntie come walking the door, and I ain't seen them in a minute. It's like, nah, don't cry yet. Nah, I sent a message, but don't cry yet. It was beautiful, but it was like I still needed that moment. And sometimes even when we're down, we need somebody to say, "Hey, bro, where Jamal at? Hey, bad." Something like some of them days I have a bad day or a moment and not knowing
Right.
that somebody just and that kind of perk you up. So I'm gonna always do that for you because I see what you're doing. Like if you got a light in your kitchen, you ain't gonna let the switch go off if you trying to cook. You got to see what you. I need power that light so everything that's happening under this
Mm.
light continue to happen. So when I come back there and see you, and I see all them kids running around, I know how a bunch of kids can drain you. My guy, and pump it up because we need that. Like sometimes it's a decompress we need, and sometimes we need somebody to just keep pushing us and say, "You got it, you got it." So just know,
Appreciate it.
be humble as you want to, but I'm always be in that space with you because you already set the tone for me of what it should like really look like community. Like that's
Mm.
like I mean the Bible shows us community and villages. It starts from there. It ain't really like a bunch of it's all needed. Like Jesus had him and his disciples. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like there's a community in there, and there's a way that they worked and formulated to be able to get out and do way more, come back, recharge, and go back out and do it again. So
Right.
yeah, community is important, bro. Community is
That's
important.
Man, that's big, man. That's big that you said that, man. And like you said, sometimes we need to hear that too. Cause the devil could say, "Oh, you ain't doing enough. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. Oh, you still on that? You still doing this? Still doing that?" And like that play in our mind, play in our heart. But like that small person to say, "Man, I see you. Keep on going." That that kind of gives you that extra push, man.
Right.
So I appreciate that, man. Much respect to you, G.
Oh man, you already know it. But like you move with a guy like energy. It's visible. Like I really do feel like I was telling my dog this earlier. I feel energies when I walk in the room. I sense energies. Good, bad, or indifferent. But like you can see certain energies off people. Like how you say like the kids can tell if you down and not like as men, as humans, we can tell when somebody's heart is really leading them. We can
Mm.
tell when it's in the efforts because certain things like certain the fruits of your heart gonna show. Like if you was just doing it for the attention, then every time we looked around, you'd be somewhere where the tension was
Right.
and not where the impact was. But your
Mm.
heart is for the impact. So it's days where I don't see you, but then I'll pop on Facebook and scroll and like, oh, he did this. And this weekend? Oh man. Well, he was doing this while I was laying in the bed. Like but the impact, like when you stand in the back of kids, see you like, what's up, G? Your impact outside is crazy. It's like those meteors that they say was falling regions, like boom, like it hit here, but your impact felt a lot of different places, bro. Like a lot
Mm.
of different places. I see those pictures, all those individual kids. I knew maybe two out of that long line that was going up there, but all those was like a different household
Mm.
attached to a whole different family. So just taking one of those kids and changing their trajectory, where they decided maybe I want to be a trapper, but no, I met this guy that's a goat, and now I want to be an actor. I want to
Mm.
be a philanthropist. I want to do something different. And now his family, who thought he was going to go down this road, is like, whoa, 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 wait. I like that. You know what? You know what? I had a few little dollars left in the bank, but that's what you want to do. We're gonna make sure you get it. You know what? I know this, and it starts changing families. It starts changing communities, and it's really off your impact. And one section is saying community, like, and that's why to me when I saw you the other day, I pray over and try to find what my subject should be before I get to it. And I'm trying to find the right person to go with this love conquers all. And I get invited to help get this grill from your house. And I walk in, I'm like, and God like, yeah, makes sense, don't it? Love conquers all. Like what you're doing, the love that you're putting those kids is gonna conquer a lot of things. The young
Mm.
man this attacking his mom, fighting his mom, that love is gonna show, wait, I'm wrong. I can't do this. You're gonna break a cycle that would have kept going had you not impacted. Like, and it's gonna change so much his kids won't even know that there was a thing in their family like that. Like,
Mm.
and they moved to California, Florida, or wherever. You taking them to California, make sure, man, hey, you know what? South Carolina was cool, but when I get old enough, I'm going to California. I like living over there, and the impact is wide ranging. But like, so that's one thing that I definitely want you. I mean, I'm sure you already know, but that's one thing just to reconfirm with you, like it's here in South Carolina, but your impact
Mm.
is shaking the world, regardless of if you recognize it or not. It's a world shaker, probably for generations to come. We'll be dead and gone and forgotten when and your impact may still be going on just that strong. But that's really true.
Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man. It's dope, man. And like I said, it ain't nothing I'm doing, man. It's all God.
But this is obedience.
Amen. I
See,
take it.
I'm in a season of, I say, extreme obedience. I
Mm.
try not to move unless I hear him saying, "Move on it, do it." I used to walk and just walk and maybe slip up like, "Man, God help me out." And then I started realizing, whoa, before I step, hey God, which way should I step?
Mm.
How soon should I step? Is it a high step? Is it a slide? Do I need to back step, spin? How do I need to make this happen before I do it? But it's all about obedience.
Right.
Obedience answer prayers that we ain't even prayed yet.
Mm. Whew. That's good.
And but by you being obedient, he can do everything he need to do with you.
Mm.
To everybody. If you say, man, I don't want to get up and go take them kids to Charlotte this week, somebody else do it. It don't get done. If in that moment when he put on your heart to say, hey man, how many of y'all have father figures or male role models in your life? If you don't in that moment let him use you in that space and say those words and then expand on that idea, the impact is gone for a lot of people.
Right.
It's obedience. So it's definitely 100% God. But your obedience allows him to work through you in a way. It may be somebody else who might do it, but their heart might not be the same. Their
Mm.
story might not be the same. Like, but you came and you're saying that I didn't have a mother or a father. I met my mother a year ago and she passed away. But I'm in these kids' lives. Like if like all like a big homie. Like a real
Right.
big homie should be with nothing but love, conquering whatever they may be facing. Not your own personal battles.
Right.
Whatever they're facing. That's that man. I don't know what else to say, bro. But we're gonna have to get like a goat pendant and not put it on you because you ain't gonna wear it, but we just put it in the corner. That's your thing. But bro, I really do love it, man. I want to say, like, if there's anything you want to kind of get off, maybe you want to invite people into a space with you. You want to tell them about events, ways they can support. You want to give anybody any shout outs or anything. I'm going to give you the stage for a moment to do your thing, bro.
Man, dope, man. G, first I just want to say once again, like I said earlier, man, thank you for sharing the platform. Definitely appreciate that, man. I appreciate just the invite, man. Like, hey, I'm gonna invite Jamal on. So hopefully this won't be the last. We can run it back again and keep on talking about just the impact about how love is just trickling through our community, trickling through the world, but also trickling through these generations as well too. If anybody wants to donate, they can find us on social media or go to our website at bighomielittlehomie.org. And it's a donation button there. $1, 10 cents, $1 million, whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna go to the investment of our young men because they are the future leaders of tomorrow. And with your support, with your time, talents, or treasure, we can definitely make sure that we can maximize on that, man. But like I said, if anybody's watching this, I just want to give you just some encouragement that it's not over. Many a times we may feel like it's like this is the wits end, or people doing stuff, or they growing, and then you feel like you stagnant. Continue to pray. Continue to ask God, like, hey, I'm doing my best. Continue to just pour into His time, pour into His Word, and just take that relationship serious. We could take many relationships serious, such as a bae, wife, whoever, but make sure that you get that God relationship in as well too, because that's the one that's gonna help you get to that next level or wherever you need to go. And sometimes God may be holding you back because it may not be your time. And I'm a prime example of that. I done got angrier with God, and I ain't had no reason to get angry with God, but saying, man, God, I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to do that. But in due time, in God's time, and everything else can kind of bubble. So continue to do the great work. Gee, man, I see you too, man, King. Continue to do the great work, man. I know it ain't easy, but man, you making it look effortless, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you for just having you on on your show. Once again, thank you so much, friends. Y'all have a great one.
Yes, sir. Hey, bro. I'm just moving in obedience. That's it. That's what I do. Whatever you see, the same how you said, man. It's just God. Because a year ago, this wasn't me. I
Mm,
was moving. I was moving out of love, but I wasn't as obedient, and He was showing me. But I do want to say that I'm probably going to be one of the people that's gonna be contacting you about getting more involved. We talked about it a couple weeks ago when I mentioned it to you, but I definitely like with the aspect of the teaching skills. I definitely want to do that as far as with everything I do on the side. Also, I know people in the community. I know you already do as well. Anytime you got something going on, you can reach out to me. I mean, entertainment wise, politics. I know a good bit of people, and I whatever doors I can open for you to have the impact that you're having, I would love, love, love to be a part of that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like
mm.
100%.
Yes, sir, man. Because like I said, those talents, man, could go a long way.
Yeah, look
Teaching
at
a
little
kid how
bro.
to change a tire. Say what's up.
What's up, bro?
Eating ice cream, knowing he got to go to bed soon.
Boy, that's it. The ice cream sandwich look good. I'm diabetic, but I want a bite.
But man, teaching them those trades, man, could go a long way. They could save their mama some money if they learn a good trade. And guess what? Things is gonna break all the time in life, and that's an automatic job or automatic gig, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, just like I say, it, whenever you need me, just call on me, brother. As
Perfect.
long as I can be there, I'll be there. Yeah, one
Perfect. And
hundred.
then also, man, I wanted to say this too. I never said this to your son, but the simple fact that I see him, moving and grooving with the trash cans and all that, man, that's dope, man. He gonna be great. He's gonna be great because a lot of kids, oh, I don't want to move no trash. I don't want to do that. But the simple fact that he taking pride in moving around the church, moving stuff, cleaning stuff up, man, that shows the character, man. It shows what you building in that young man, man. That's a young king right there.
But low key, that hit me in my ticker today, right? Because I'm used to seeing him move more around. Every now and then I can send him and do it. I went looking for him in the takeoff room, and Trent was like, "Oh no, he out doing trash." I'm like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Yeah, he has to do it." I'm like,
Mm,
"Oh, okay, cool." So at the end of service, it's like 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. I'm running around the building looking for him. I'm like, "Wait, yeah." They're like, "Oh, he out running the trash again." But this time he has his little homeboy from school with him,
mm.
and he's teaching him. They out there running the trash. I'm like, "You got it." I I ain't even gonna ask where you at in the church no more. Let's just wherever you at, you at. And that's
Man,
what
that's dope, man. Because people, especially when it comes to just volunteering or doing stuff, oh, I don't want to do trash. People think they better than that, but I'm like, that's right there. You got to clean you got to clean the kingdom. We can't be having a dirty kingdom and stuff. Everybody play a role, everybody play a part, man. But we can't be too big to pick up a piece of paper off the floor. So the
No,
fact that you teach your son this right now, man, I can't even imagine what he gonna be in about 20 years, man, on top of the world, man.
listen, hey, wherever we go, man, hey, I pray and hope you get there because this that's all I got. I just heard I love it, man. I'm gonna sign off here, man. I don't really have no ending yet. This is my third episode, so we still working. But I love this because it's real people, real conversations, and real testimonies. I think what you presented today is enough to inspire somebody. Is enough to show people the importance of impact, and that it can be anybody from any place, any background to really go out there and stand in front of people for God and really show them what it's about. Like, man, like to tell me at times, he'd be like, man, like you do different tasks around church, like, man, the angels going crazy about this one. Like, don't worry about doing what man response is. The angels going crazy in heaven about this one. And if they
Right.
do that for what I do, I can only imagine what kind of party they having up there for you. So that being said, bro, we're gonna sign off, man. I appreciate you greatly. Big homie, little homie mentor program. Y'all check it out. Hit them up in the inbox. Breezy Stroud on Facebook. But big homie, little homie on every platform, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Man, y'all check them out. Please sign up if you can. Get your kids involved if you can. If you can't do none of that, donate a penny or a million or just some heart, a task, a skill, something. Because it's community. Love you, brother.
Man, love you too, man.
Cause inside the Holy Ghost having a ride.